Peace and welcome to another day at Water-Trine-Flow. We're going to start off today with our Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen Farmer. Okay, we're going to get, all of this is general. Tarot, Oracle cards, all of it is very general. You have to apply the energy in your life because you are the, divine being. You're the being with divinity within you. And it all comes down to you in the end. Okay? I don't have my mic today, so I'll try to speak a little louder just to make sure everything is heard. But I've already shuffled and sat with the energy. So let's do our 3 shuffles and pull our card, our Earth Magic Oracle card, and see where we are today, Wednesday, 9/11, September 11th, 2019. Let's see where our energy is today. 1 card, please. 1 card for direction, please. 1 card for direction, please. 1 card for direction. Oh, wait. It's quite a few cards. You need 1 card for direction. I haven't been here. Stillness. So we got the card lake and stillness. And you see the scene. It's a very quiet lake. There's nothing jumping on the top of the lake. There's no ripples in the lake. But even as calm and quiet and still as it is on top, there are things going on beneath the surface. True? Okay. That's what we have. Let's read what our stillness card says for us in the book. But I feel like it's the time to be still and let the processes around us, do what they need to. Okay, so for lake. The subdued pastels of the early morning quiet. Let you look at the card while I read it. The subdued pastels of the early morning quietly announce that the night is over and the sun is rising. The lake itself hasn't awakened from its rest and remains still and undisturbed. It welcomes the coming day, ready to respond with grace and fluidity to whatever currents and movements appear in its belly or upon its skin. The surrounding vegetation thrives from the abundant water near the shoreline, and the unoccupied boat lies in wait for its next passenger. All is at rest in this scene. It's in the deep internal stillness that we find our being and come to know that we are intimately united with all of creation. To achieve this mindset, we must slow down once in a while and get away from the surroundings that interfere and distract our inner tranquility. When we do so, this profound stillness is available at all times, regardless of the environment. We can experience this sensation with steady, conscious breathing, or we can simply pause for a few moments and be still. The tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to this quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry up syndrome, nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly non-stop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it is a special place in your home or a place in nature that is far from human-made noise. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and your senses. Okay, so from reading the book, I feel like what is being required of us, or what we are now experiencing, some of us are lucky enough to be experiencing it, is a stillness and a quieting, um, a slowing down of the pace. You know, we can get quite distracted in our technological age. The children can, we can, and people are connecting their emotions and their psyche and their spiritual being. They are connecting these things to, social media and technology. And it's really a time for us to, I feel, withdraw. Find the humanness in you. There is no technology more advanced than the human body or the human spirit, our connection to consciousness. There is nothing technological that can surpass that. Don't ever think there is. And you're not a computer. You are a divinely created being. Don't try to measure yourself up to technology, because it's just not going to happen. It'll never measure up to you and what you're capable of. So I feel like right now is the time for us, or what we're being called to do, or what we're already doing, is pulling back our energy, our own energy, because we're, divine batteries. Whatever we touch, these crystals, these cards, all the astrology, everything we touch and give our attention to is where the energy flows in our life. We activate it, we give it, power. It doesn't give it to us. So I feel like now's the time to really realize your own battery, your own strength. Okay, let's get into our reading. We're going to use the Cosmic Tarot today. I don't know, I want to use the Cosmic Tarot. And we're going to see what it is that we're trying to accomplish with our stillness. What's making us still? What has pulled us back from the rat race? What has pulled us back from the hurry up and get it done? What is calling for us to have patience right now? Okay? Give us our main energy. Okay? We have the Eight of Cups. So it's something, in this Eight of Cups, some of the cups are spilled over, correct? So something that brought us some emotional fulfillment in the past, but it's not enough to keep us there, so we're going to have to leave. What's crossing our Eight of Cups? Crossing our Eight of Cups. And we're ruminating on what it is we're having to leave. Nine of Cups. The idea of romantic emotional fulfillment. Something we were trying to get that brought us emotional fulfillment. And I say romantic because there's two people in this card. So I feel like what would bring us emotional fulfillment, we think our ideal is, these two people. And apparently the ideal didn't live up to it. And now we're walking away from it. We're looking over, what was my part in it? What did I do? If we would have done this, this cup would still be standing, like it's at the point now where we just have to leave it. What's at the root of it all? And that's just with these two cups. We're leaving an emotional situation, but we don't really want to go. Give us the root. We don't really want to go. We don't really want to let go of our investment. Four of Pentacles. We don't really want to leave. There's something we feel invested in, and we're holding on to it, or someone's holding on to us if we are someone's emotional investment. We have water signs here: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, as well as earth signs now: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. In our recent past, we were trying to do what everyone wanted us to do. We were trying to go along with the status quo. We were committed, and it was a strong commitment. So now it's hard for us to release it. And maybe it's not. We have a jumper. We have the Seven of Cups. So possibly we see the options, or there were options and we took them, and that ended the commitment and knocked the cups over. And now we see it as, oh, this wonderful thing we should have held on to, we should have held on to, and we didn't. I'm not taking that as our most probable outcome. It may come back. Most probable outcome, please. Most probable outcome. Okay. We have the Prince of Pentacles. Basically the Page of Pentacles. So some news about a new opportunity to grow. News about a new job, or a new financial offer, or a new career path. News about a new class you want to take, a new way of growing stability in your life. Because now you have to let this old stability go. So that's our overall outcome. The overall outcome, or the most probable outcome, is that we will start anew. We'll get a message about something new, or we will start anew ourselves. In the near future, the card's just leaving me here. In the near future, Ten of Wands. So we're going to need our new earth energy. We're going to need it because apparently, and I just immediately got heavy responsibilities, heavy financial burden when I saw this Ten of Pentacles. So it's like, and then here in this card is also the planet Saturn, which deals with karma, responsibilities, timing. I feel like be still could apply to finances. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Swords, and this is finding a balance and moving, finding, I want to say emotional balance, but balance and peace in your thoughts. So moving on to a more balanced way of looking at things. And I feel like this could have to do with finances. So, okay. Here we have a situation that we're having to move on from. Either we're having to move on from something, or someone else is moving on from us. But either way, it did bring us great emotional fulfillment. And it's almost like, you know, the morning after, right? And you're like, oh my God, it was so epic last night. And now it's the morning after, and there's so much, wow, somebody did that to the carpet. Oh, geez, somebody, you know, took my favorite pair of shorts, whatever. Like, now you're realizing what it actually cost you to enjoy these cups. What parts of yourself you gave, because back here we have this boat, and it's like half a boat, you know what I'm saying? So like now you're walking away a little less than you were when you came into it, okay? And what's crossing it is the Nine of Cups. And it's like you're doing this, I really feel this is like an emotional commitment. This is some type of couple commitment, because this person is alone now in the Eight of Cups, when initially he had this idea of what his Nine of Cups satisfaction would look like. All these cups are standing up, but they all seem to be filled with like these little orbs of light. To me, that's like spirit or idealism, right? So you had this idea of what would bring you this total satisfaction, and it included another person, but it didn't work out that way. Okay, the other person did not come through for you. And at the root of it all is the Four of Pentacles. Now, this can be someone trying to hold on to the way things were, because we do have this strong commitment energy in the recent past, the Taurus card, the Hierophant, Earth energy as well. So I feel like there's someone trying to hold on to the way things were. They don't want to lose out, you know. And it's blocking your flow. It's blocking the things that you need to happen in order to Six of Swords it, you know. It's blocking you. It's blocking them. Someone needs to let go. As I said, in the recent past, we had this strong commitment, and on the Hierophant, you see he has like the laser eye, but it's like that, it's still that energy of spirit or ideals. So he was shooting out these ideals of what was expected to happen in this Nine of Cups, you know, these little orbs, and it didn't happen. And someone is so reluctant to let go of the way things were. Like, I'm really getting blocked energy. Someone is blocking the ending of this commitment. I really feel like it's ending, and someone's blocking the ending of the commitment because they don't want to have to carry the responsibilities on their own. There may have been some type of, because we have pentacles here and here, there may have been some type of investment, like realistic monetary investment here. And someone's like, you know what? It's too much for me to have to carry the burden of the financial decisions that were made, you know, expecting to have this ideal couple that never came to be. And now I'm like stuck holding the bag. And I feel like that's going to be the most probable outcome. Someone's going to send that message. Someone's going to bring that out. Someone's going to say that. Text it, send it. Someone realizes that they're being broke down to a page when it comes to material matters, because they're shouldering the burden of whatever this responsibility was, whatever responsibility this commitment created. In the near future, the 10 of Wands, but it's also a 10. So for me, that means the ending of the situation that brought upon this extra responsibility on someone. And it's also the end of that. It's the end of, if the person allows and moves past the blockage, right? Gets away from hurry, 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 and finds their patience, they will find a place to put these burdens down. If they stop blocking themselves, they'll be able to move into this Six of Swords energy. If they stop being so defensive against the past and the way things were changing, then they can usher in, you know, a Nine of Cups. They can usher in growth, the growth that's trying to be given to them. So that's what I see here for us today. We need to move past the way things were. Whatever commitments we signed up for in the past, and I'm not saying shirk your commitments, there will be a level of responsibility. There will be a level of burden that comes with leaving the way things were. But at this point, it's worth it. Okay? Let's get an advice card from our Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. We're going to get an advice card for, the burden that we're having. And I really feel this is like a love relationship, and we're having to, let it go. We're having to let go of a commitment, because we see that honestly, this commitment is already, it's like it's been made a mess of, and only one person's trying. And the other person is giving a very immature mind kind of energy. So what is our advice on moving? We need to move forward to clearer thoughts and clearer perspectives. Do your yoga. Find your stillness. Do your yoga and your breathing. Find your stillness. Drop the Y. Keep it on. Yeah. Do your yoga, find your stillness, do your deep breathing, do your meditation, do these things to bring you into balance, because you're having to leave this, something you were so heavily committed to before. It may be a spiritual system. It may be a way of operating in the world, but you see, it doesn't have to be a commitment as in like a marriage or, a committed relationship. There's something that is strong in your life, a strong way of being, and you're having to move away from it now. Don't block yourself. Release it. Let it go. You can have memories of how great it used to be. It used to be a 9 of Cups. It used to be 9 of Cups fulfilling, and you thought you were pushing towards the 10. But now it's 8. You're at 8, and it's a burden. So our advice card is 40. Follow the leader. 4 is the number of building, foundation. And we have follow the leader. Okay? We'll read it. Follow the leader. Every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. You're being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery in the adventure of your life. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it. By being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you may help someone else. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. So right now, really and honestly, we need to take a moment and be still. Unplug, move back, and meditate, breathe, yoga. I'm getting all of that with the 6 of Swords. Meditate, breathe, do your yoga, come into a place of stillness and quiet so you can hear your own voice. So you can, tap into the voice of your ancestors. It's a leader for you to follow. Tap into the voice and the stories of your ancestors. Tap into your own past experiences and, the actions you took and what it brought about for you. Tap into all of that and find a way to move into a new paradigm, a new way of being. This is the end of some really heavy, burdensome cycle, and you just need to let it go. Let it go, breathe, and find your new place of growth, your new start, your new place of a solid foundation. Find it, investigate it, and release, the past because it's not helpful to you right now. And don't be so defensive and blocked when it comes to the old way of doing things, because now is the new time. The old way brought you heavy burdens that you now need to release. And it's now time for a new perspective in order to bring balance. Okay? New perspective, new balance, new balance, new perspective, finding balance, releasing things that we may have been committed to that no longer serve us, and really going into our Nine of Cups, walking away from something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling and finding a new place to be fulfilled. And follow the leader. If you're unsure of how to move forward into a new phase of growth, follow the leader. Follow the people in your life that you feel like are of good and sound character, that are leading you in the direction you feel like you want to go. Follow their example. Be still, be quiet, lay down the burdens, follow their example, and move into new. Okay? All right, that is our reading for Wednesday, 9/11, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day. I'm going to go get my coffee. So, peace.